Welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of July. It's already July. We are in the second part of the year. And of course, please remember that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Please take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest behind. In the past position for the sign of Gemini, we've got Page of Swords, and the clarifier is the Hermit. Every time I see the Hermit card, it's usually not so good for love relationships because the person in this card is alone. So it's a lone kind of energy that is affecting, you're feeling a little bit alone. You're feeling a little bit not depressed, but sort of you kind of want to be alone because you have a lot to think about. There's a lot on your mind. The Page of Swords symbolizes a person who's still growing. It's a relatively young person. He's still maturing. He uses the sword for communication, of course. We have that, and the Page of Swords in the past position symbolizes that you have had a foundation of integrity, of honesty. Sometime in the past, you had a choice to speak the truth or not to speak the truth. And you chose to you could have hurt someone's feelings, because with the Hermit, and the clarifying position suggests to me that you may have, said hurtful words to someone. You may, and because of that, you're reflecting. It could be someone at work, it could be someone in the love relationship, but the Page of Swords is definitely blunt, fast kind of energy. The Hermit in the past suggests also that you may be coming out of isolation. Maybe you had some, honest words with someone, and that made you reflect on your friendship or working relationship, and you needed to sort of retreat to yourself to figure things out. The Hermit is on a quest for knowledge and enlightenment, and he's searching for answers. It could be in love, it could be in career, but he's pensive and he's alone, and he's reflecting. Maybe he's making some sort of decisions to take, place in the future, but you are finishing the period of isolation, and there could have been a little bit of a conflict, but I don't think in this particular placement, this card I think just represents that some words perhaps were exchanged, and they may have not made you feel overcritical, over analytical of yourself. In the challenging position, we have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So it's the Nine of Wands is definitely someone who's worked very hard and he's feeling it, but in the negative position, the Nine of Wands suggests delays, setbacks, things taking a long time. But in a normal position, this would suggest that you have resilience and strength in challenging times. But in the negative position, it suggests that you are not feeling strong. Of course, you're feeling self-doubt. You're not feeling, super strong. There's something, you may feel kind of beat a little bit. And the Ace of Swords in the negative position just suggests bad times are ahead. You are on a road where you can expect it to be very bumpy. So there's definitely problems. That it's the beginning of a cycle of problems. This is what the card suggests. But that cycle is probably not going to last too long, because swords is, of course, fast energy. It may suggest that you have some kind of a conflict with someone, and as a result, there are delays and there's setbacks. In the present position, you have the Seven of Cups, which suggests it's a card that usually represents temptation. There are so many different things that you can choose from. You're not sure which cup to choose. You are making choices, but you're not really following through on those choices. So you're picking something up just to drop it back down again. And Two of Pentacles suggests that you have a bit of a time crunch problem. You are juggling several things in the air. Your emotions are a little bit all over the place. It definitely that you know the Two of Pentacles definitely is a symbol that you have many important things to take care of and you're not managing the balance. It's a warning about balance, because if you don't find a balance and to help you resolve this temptation, you might have a bit of a bumpy road ahead. The Queen of Swords is in your outcome position with the Eight of Cups, of course. The Queen of Swords here suggests that you have someone in your life that is a female who is most likely younger in your life, and due to that could be a little bit quick to anger. The Eight of Cups is the clarifier in your future outcome, and it suggests that you will be leaving something behind, something that you worked on hard on. If it's like a love relationship, it would be a love relationship where you worked really, really hard and you decided that it's not what you wanted to be, and so you are leaving. It could be, something in your work where you worked on a project, really, really hard, and then decided, what, it's not giving me as much satisfaction as I thought it would give. It's definitely a card of departure. And so, of course, with the Queen of Swords, there's definitely going to be some sort of a swift, very fast moving change. There's definitely, most likely, that change could be also, on the internal side. It's how about, how you feel about something due to some of these problems that you have encountered, temptations, lack of time. Maybe you are cutting out things you no longer need. Maybe you are saying goodbye to that job that keeps you away from the kids. Maybe you are saying goodbye to that person who makes you feel negative. Maybe you are saying goodbye to, but there's definitely departure energy, and there's definitely clearing, simplifying of things in your life, I feel, because you or have these pretty difficult challenges to overcome. So I think that you will be maybe trying to make things a little bit easier in your life in order to be more successful. Let's see what cards I pulled from the Energy Oracle deck. These are the first two cards, and let's see if they can shed some light on this reading. Yin Yang is this card, and Door to Spirit. These are beautiful looking cards. I don't think I've ever had Yin Yang. Let's see what is a further meaning of this card. And it says it represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cyclic energy moving into or out of your experience. In its upright position, it heralds a yin cycle where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. Yin cycle often calls you to be passive, yield yielding and reflective. So open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. So this card definitely suggests that, in order for you to achieve your goals, sometimes you need to, sort of take a break a little bit, because it will make you a little bit more successful. If you are too focused on something, if you're self-critical or over-analytical about a potential problem, it does zap you from much-needed energy. So maybe just sort of being in a state and helping yourself to be, of course, meditation helps with that. So you might try to help clear your energy. And the door to spirit definitely reinforces the yin yang card, but the door to spirit states this door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your internal identity, the source of all true value and power. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit, and to the magic and power of your true identity. So in order for you to maybe hear your innermost desires, you have to quiet down, calm down. That will help you deal with temptation. That will help you, find your balance. So the door to spirit card suggests, and the yin yang card is, and in fact, in this reading, there is a lot of this balance. You seem to be out of balance, and so in July, you need to focus on calming your energy, focusing on meditating, drinking maybe herbal tea, maybe using a little bit of sage to clear negative energy in your home. You burn a little bit of sage and then open the windows and doors to let all the negative energy leave your home, and that also clears your mind and your heart, and it helps you move forward in your journey. Let's see what angels and ancestors have for us. They've got Hermit, Retreat, and Recharge, and of course that will help you find the balance. And Summer, Bask in Joy and Light. Sometimes, just to truly be happy, it's just nice to take a walk or take a long, not super arduous hike, to reconnect with nature, to reconnect with trees and grass and sunlight, and maybe other beings outside, and allow the nature to ground you, allow the nature to calm you, which would help you achieve the balance, because you will be cutting maybe some people or some things out. You will be making a decision to leave something behind that you did work very hard on. So for that, you definitely need the support of the environment around you. And if there's not a lot of supportive people in your environment, then maybe meditating or finding that alone time definitely will help. And let's see what the message from the universe is. Of course, I also pulled 2 cards, and it says, I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. So all of us, of course, make mistakes, and it's important to remember to choose love. The other message from the universe says, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So in order to find that calming energy, in order to find that balance, the universe reminds you to choose love. Love first and foremost of yourself, not the selfish, narcissistic, type of love, but the type of love that, heals you if you are anxious about something. The type of love that hugs you and holds you and makes you feel comfortable in your own skin. Because you need to find that balance. You need to find a way to have enough time for things that are important in your life, so that you get back on smooth road, because clearly there's going to be some sort of hardship that will arise in the month of July. But the outcome, again, I do believe you will be victorious. I do believe that you will stand strong in your own might. And you know, you will definitely defend your kingdom. And this card, the second message from the universe, says, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be jealous. It's okay to be I mean, whatever you're feeling, it's okay to feel, because that clears your inner self, and it, you know, makes room for positive energy, for love, for things you enjoy. So that is the reading that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading today, Gemini. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will be doing bi-weeklies soon for July. So that will also come back, of course, for that. That will also shed some light on the challenges that you will be facing in the month of July. Thank you so much for visiting, and I will see you next time.